guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm really excited because I just got a new eyeshadow palette in the mail and I wanted to show you guys all the colors. And it is the Tarte Neutral Eye palette for spring 2011 that just came out. I believe it just hit stores maybe a week ago. You can find this on TarteCosmetics.com, on Sephora.com I believe, and it's $44. You get 10 eyeshadows and a full-size eyeliner, a brush, and then a travel size of their eye primer. And so yeah, I just wanted to show you the colors of this palette. And you know, a lot of the time, you know, when you see things online, it's really hard to tell, you know, what the finish of the shadows are, what the colors are like. So I just wanted to show you guys the palette that I got. So if you're interested in this, then keep watching. So 10 eyeshadow colors, just like most of their other palettes. Online, it's just really hard to tell whether they're matte, whether they're shimmery, like how similar they are. And my fear of ordering this was that it was going to be too similar to some of the shades in the 10 palette. But I'm happy to report that this palette doesn't have any of the same colors as the 10 palette. So if you have the 10 palette, you know, you don't have to worry about having duplicate eyeshadows. I kind of wish that Tarte would list on their website all the colors included and also like the finish of the shadow and kind of a description, sort of like this little booklet. Like if they could list the information in this booklet online, I think that'd be really helpful to consumers just so they kind of know what they're buying. I was comfortable just going ahead and buying it because I am obsessed with Tarte, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna try this and see. I could kind of tell by looking at the pictures online that I was gonna like it. But okay, so most of the shades in here are matte. There are only, I think, only two shimmery shades, and the rest of the shades are matte. So if you're not a fan of matte eyeshadows, you probably would not be interested in this palette. I would suggest the 10 palette, which most of the shadows in the 10 palette are shimmery. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go through and show you all the colors. The first one right here is a matte bone color. So that's a nice like lid color. And then right below that, this is a matte soft pink color. And then right here you have a matte taupe. And then below that is one of the shimmery colors, one of the two shimmery colors in the whole palette. And it's a shimmering soft pink. And I love this one because I love having pink on my lids. And then this one here is a matte olive green, really pretty color there. And then below that is a matte brown. It's a different matte brown than the matte brown in the 10 palette, which I can show you those colors in a little bit, just if you're curious. So that is the matte brown. And then right here, if I can point, I'm running out of space, this gold color right here. This is a shimmering bronze. Again, a different shimmering bronze than the shimmering bronze in the 10 palette. Slightly different. This one's a little more golden, and the one in the 10 palette was a little more coppery orangey. And then below that you have a matte plum. And then here you have a matte teal. And then right below that you have a matte navy, which I think would be really pretty as a liner. So I'm gonna actually try and take some photos of this palette, like swatches, and put it to my blog. So you guys, if you're interested in seeing swatches of the new Neutral Eyes palette by Tarte for spring 2011, definitely check out my blog. I'm going to definitely upload some of those. I just have to say, I think it's so cute because it looks like a little clutch. It has like the zippering detail, and they are very, you know, signature colors, purple. They have a lot of fun embellishments on their palettes, and I think this one is just really cute. Like, it looks like a little clutch. So I'm really excited that I got that. And I forgot to show you guys, it comes with a few other things other than the 10 eyeshadows. It comes with a brush, and this time they made it a double-ended brush, which I really like. It has a dome brush at the one end and then just an all-over shadow brush on the other end. And these brushes are really high quality. You know how sometimes when you buy a palette or you buy a blush or a powder or something, the applicators that it comes with are really low quality and just you don't even want to use them because they're so crappy. That is not the case with Tarte products. I think that the brushes that they include in their palettes are just as good as like a professional MAC brush or something along those lines, Sigma brush. And I actually really like having this in the palette because if I was traveling, I could just leave this brush in here and I really wouldn't need that many other brushes. I especially like this dome brush because I don't have a lot of brushes like this, and it's really good for getting into the crease. And it also came with a full-size eyeliner, and this is the Tarte Emphasize Aqua Gel Eyeliner, and this is in, I don't know what color it is, but it's kind of like a brown. And I'd never used this liner before, like yesterday. I got this palette yesterday. It's a very interesting liner. I'm not sure if I'm really a fan of it. Here's the color just for reference, just a dark chocolate brown. You know, they aren't kidding when they say aqua. Like when you put this on, it literally feels like water. It's like cooling. It goes on really smooth. It's a really thin line, which is nice. But I don't know why, for some reason, everyone I know loves creamy, smooth eyeliner, but for me, that makes it really difficult to apply. Like, I much prefer just a regular pencil eyeliner or just using a shadow as a liner. I'm really bad with liquid eyeliners, cream eyeliners, and these kind of really smooth eyeliners. So for me, usually when I end up using these kind of eyeliners, I end up having to go back through with like a little eye brush or angle brush or something and like smoothing over it to make it like look even, because whenever I use them, it's like it's all jagged, and I don't know what it is. Me and eyeliner, we're just not friends. I'm not good at doing it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a hugest fan of that eyeliner, but I do like that they included a brown liner rather than a black liner. I think it goes really well with a lot of these colors. And I think of this palette as being a little bit more of like a professional kind of palette because it has so many matte colors in it. I think this would be a really good palette for like neutral eye looks if you're going to like a really classy event, or you need to look really professional, really polished at work. You know, I don't really like wearing really shimmery or really glittery eyeshadows to work, just because it doesn't look very professional. And just to give you guys an idea, I am wearing all of my whole eye look is done using this palette. Let's see if I can point out to you what I actually used. I first started out with like putting the shimmery peach all over my eye, and then I went in through the crease and just did the matte brown, and then I highlighted my brow bone with this matte pink color, and then I felt like I needed a little bit more pop of something to warm it up, and so I added a little bit of this shimmering bronze color to the lid, just kind of blend it in the lid sort of by the crease, just to kind of add another dimension to warm up the color. And then I lined my eye using the matte brown as well. So I think there's definitely a lot of really versatile, cool looks you can do with this. So I'm really excited. I think it's a really good value for your money. It's $44. You get 10 eyeshadows, you get the full-size eyeliner, you get the brush, the double-ended brush, and then you also get a little sample of Tarte's Lifted Natural Eye Primer, which I tried this yesterday. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't that impressed with it. I'm a huge fan of Urban Decay's Primer Potion and also Painterly Paint Pot. So for me, just in general, I just like to stick with those. But it is nice to have a little travel size of something and be able to try something new. I like that they kind of throw in those little bonuses. So I would definitely suggest checking out this palette if you're interested. I think it is a really awesome buy for the money, and especially if you can find a coupon code online, you can get like 20, sometimes 30% off if you can find coupon codes. So I just wanted to show you guys the new Tarte Natural Eye Palette. I hope you enjoyed, and check out my blog for swatches.